Put your head on my.
All right, so this is the Coffee First podcast. Your man Eclipse here, and today is going to be a nice episode because we have somebody who's very making a strong impact in the community with not only food drives but open mics and giving people nights, game nights, dance nights, all that stuff. Man, it's going to be cold. So we got Mike here with the The Bomb Productions?
The Bomb Squad Productions.
Yes, the Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad Productions.
Bomb Squad Productions.
Yeah, we've also created what's called an online telethon, and we're calling it Pandemonium. So we're going to do a variety of different things with our Pandemonium.
Huh.
For right now, it's supporting our Operation Food Drop. And what Operation Food Drop is, it's our nonprofit organization, but we serve as a supporting role to other nonprofits, like Food Bank of the Rockies.
That's what you guys started on, the food drop and everything.
Yeah, we have a virtual food drive set up with Food Bank of the Rockies. We also have one set up with Denver Rescue Mission, Fort Collins Rescue Mission, Karen Chair. We're also doing stuff in Wyoming and across Texas coming up.
Yeah, I seen that. Y'all be doing stuff all over the spot, all over the place. That's cool.
Yeah, we're trying, but there's a lot of people in need all over the place.
It is. It is.
And we have a lot of undiscovered talent that might be right next door, right down the street.
What do you feel like? Have you seen the impact you made out here with?
Well, we're starting, and we're seeing some of the impact. We see people interested. We see people, yeah, that's a good idea. We like what you're doing. Yeah, let me know when the next one. Let me know what's coming up. We're going to do some community organization with the local food banks and the local rescue missions to kind of help with them, because they're always in need of volunteers. So we're going to kind of gather up some volunteers and kind of make a little party out of it and help out. But we're getting to that point. There's a lot of things on the drawing board, but it starts with the little things. And we're going to do some open mic sessions, open mic variety shows. We just had one last night, actually, Colorado Springs.
Yeah, I've seen you been posting them a lot on the Facebook. And
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
But we want this to be a platform for the local entertainment community. There's a lot of good talented people out there that's looking to shine their star somewhere. So we're giving them a platform to do it for a worthy cause of doing it.
How has it been working with like the Denver Rescue?
They're good people. They just have their way of doing things and their rules. And when you deal with one organization, it's completely different from the other organization. So
Yeah, that's true.
it can get a little complicated and a little tricky. But I have some people each one of these organizations that I have direct contact with. And so if I need help or assistance, just an email or a phone call away. So.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So, is that helping you translate over to like doing the dance nights and the game nights for the community?
Those dance nights are going to be a core theme, because we're going to have some DJ nights. We're going to have some people that are just going to be singing. It's going to be a little variety of things. And when we do our comedy nights, it's going to be a little bit of a variety of things. And then when we do our the other performances, and it's just a variety.
Because that's what I do. I have, like, I think how you guys do the food drives and the food stamps and the little community events, and also you guys come in and do like nightly events. I see it like I mean in my imagination or in my brain, I feel like it's interacting on giving people a place to go and just to forget about life, everyday life, you know what I mean? But it gives them, people that don't have a spot to go and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, it's well, we're open to the general public.
Yeah.
So if you have some kind of form of talent and you want to shine it somewhere or want to give it a shot, we're giving you a platform to do it. Now, as it comes for the nonprofit side of it, we like to think of ourselves as the cheerleaders. We like to shake our pom-poms and raise a little money, and then we donate it to the organizations and local communities.
Okay.
So the good folks that do these things over there, they have years and years of experience dealing with the homeless, the people with drug addiction, mental illness. Has a whole list of things, and it takes experience to deal with it. Most of us drive by those folks, and we just kind of put our blinders on and we don't even notice it. But there are people out there that have to deal with that on a regular basis. We just don't know who they are. You know,
Yeah,
people
that's
make
true.
their donation and, you know, they go on their way. This is this kind of platform where we can build a community initiative where everyone can come together. You know, whether you want to come together just to showcase your art or you want to come together just to help out or contribute or just to see what's going on.
Okay.
I'm trying to create something of a shopping mall.
Shopping mall.
Or like the Bourbon Street of the internet. But we're getting there.
All right.
It's going to evolve into some.
Explain that
good-
mindset. Hold up. Like, so where you just have a spot where you have different things going on, people can come and enjoy different things.
Well, yeah. Well, if a person on the left may not be interested in the entertainment, but they don't mind helping out in the good cause.
Yeah.
So what
You
we're
get involved in
creating is
different ways.
we ask people to make a $5 contribution to our pandemonium,
Okay.
and in return you'll get a link to watch any of our entertainment venues live streaming on any mobile device. So
Okay.
you're getting a little something for your contribution, and in return, that gives our local entertainment community a platform to showcase their art
Okay.
and expose them to a different audience that would never get to see them, all for a worthy cause.
Okay.
You can do it for fun or for philanthropy.
Talking about that, hold up, because the idea that you were talking about is still stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about this new idea you're bringing to Colorado Springs, where it gives a chance for entertainers to be entertained, but performers to really get good judgment on they performance, and also to get them a new audience too.
Yeah, there's some old game show concepts that we're kind of playing with. We're going to let our game show evolve into something.
Yeah.
But right now, we're just trying to make it fun and attractive and build it into something. So we've just the last one we did, the one we did last night, we have a little participation from some local restaurant chains. Carrabba's
Uh-huh.
played a part, Dave and Buster's, Bubba's 33, and Texas Roadhouse. So we're giving out gift cards and
Exciting.
things like that, and some
Okay.
promotional items stuff. But some good value.
Those are some big names you was dropping there too. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Some local restaurants like to give back to the community. They call it corporate responsibility,
Yeah.
and a lot of them usually do that. And when they do that, they usually give to the big ones. Denver
Yeah.
Rescue Mission, Food Bank of the Rockies. And what they do is they take those donations, and they're the experts. They know how to take $1, and depends on which organization, they can turn that dollar into 4 meals. Some can even do it up to 8 or 9 meals.
Okay.
But this skill set that they know how to do. Can't do it without donation. And our donation support comes from the people in the community.
Yeah.
Now, you may have some restaurant chains, some large corporations. Well, they donate to them anyway, but they don't go out and advertise it and tell the public. A lot of times they do it because they get a tax deduction and things like that. And
Yeah, that's true.
it's
That's
what
true.
they do. But when they do it through Operation Food Drop, it's a little different. We're kind of the cheerleaders. So we'll collect the funds and so forth, and then we'll donate it to certain ones in our community, and we'll organize some volunteers to help out certain projects in association with certain food banks that are in need for it.
Huh.
So we're just like a
Okay.
waypoint. But in the meantime, we're creating a larger audience, a diverse audience. And if you feel like you have a little bit of talent and you want to showcase it, here's a platform. We do not discriminate. We let everybody who feels that they have some talent get up on that stage and
And
their
show it
thing.
off.
That's right. People love Taylor Swift and they love Beyonce. But they didn't start off doing the Super Bowl halftime show.
Nah.
They start off in smaller platforms. And
Yeah.
the next Beyonce or Taylor Swift could be right next door. This could be their platform.
And all she needs is that time to show off her talent
That's right.
on a different platform.
That's what we're here to do.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Well, before I ask you this next question, because it's the main question,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to look into that camera and shout out yourself, where we can find you, and what you do.
All right.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, this one.
Oh, that one there.
Yeah,
Oh, there
yeah,
you go.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, I'm Mike Lamb, the Bomb Squad Productions. That's DUH Bomb Squad Productions. We are producing an online telethon called Pandemonium. Our Pandemonium is going to be a conduit, a third-party nonprofit service that will support Operation Food Drop, which will go around raising funds and supporting virtual food drives in various communities. We're also going to be in support of St. Jude Foundation coming up soon, so look forward to that. We're building a new creative platform that's going to serve as a service point for our local entertainment community. So if you feel that you have entertainment skills, you want to give it a shot, put your talent out there in support of yourself or for others, or for supporting the local nonprofits, it's a place to do it. Come and join us. We'd love to have you. You can sign up at thebombsquad.com, DUHbombsquad.com.
That's cool. So, every creator I put on this platform, I like to ask them one question, and the main question: what's your morning routine?
Oh, my morning routine. It varies because these days I don't really go to bed at like 10 o'clock and wake up at 8 in the morning. I do so many things. So
No, you're a busy man.
Yeah, I sleep 3 hours, wake up. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
And back at it once again type thing.
Yeah, sometimes I'm doing so many things. I lay down to go to sleep, and my brain just doesn't shut down. So either I get up and start doing work on the computer, making the most of my time, or I watch a movie, or I play some video games or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just laid back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in my 50s now, so I'm an old school dude. But I used to be a club kid back in the day. I'm from New Orleans.
Oh, so you was out there in the party scene and everything.
I was a rave kid. I was a club kid, and I did the rave thing before it was rave. There were these independent house parties. Okay. And it wasn't like rave. It was like show up, and it was philanthropy, and we used to bring little small trees, and you can plant trees and things like that. The rave thing, it grew into that over time. Huh. Yeah, it grew into the psychedelic thing, and then you get the corporate sponsor, and it lost its flavor. But back in the day, in the late 80s, early 90s, it was underground. They used to do it in house parties, abandoned warehouses, tunnels, in just unique places and things. And they used to have these little small promoters used to put them together. And we did that before we even had the smartphones and all that. There was word of mouth. We used to do these things called scavenger hunts. Well, you didn't know where the party was, but you'd have to look for a ballerina on the corner of this and that. And then there would be a girl dressed up as a ballerina or whatever. And then she'd dance around and she'd give you directions. You got to look for the polar bear on the corner of this and that. And then have you drive around to the city till you find the right person to give you the secret location.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. But we kind of lost all
So you was having people they was having people drive around, search for the location type deal, like a scavenger hunt.
Oh, yeah. We used to do phone parties where we used to enclose the dance floor with this plastic and drop the suds in there, and people were super soakers and the DJ, and that's before we had all of these things, the smartphones and stuff. It's like people plugged into the Matrix, and we kind of lost some things. But I'm old school. I represent.
I feel like the old school way of promoting stuff is still very, very necessary in this day and age, and it's better. I mean, once you go out word to mouth and like promote your stuff, like then they see you wanting to sell some show tickets, or if you playing on the the side street with a guitar behind you doing your music, it's a lot better to connect with that fan base.
Yes, connect with your fan base and connect with the people.
Yeah.
And we're kind of disconnecting from a lot of people. It used to be a time where you would buy albums with the album cover. Or a CD with the CD jacket. And inside the CD, it would have pictures and information. And you can connect with the artists and so forth. But you can't really do that with a download. It has kind of no feeling. Hey, I'm your biggest fan. Can you sign my download for me? Can you sign my CD for me? So it's just a different way of approaching it, a different way of looking at it.
They need to bring back records.
Yeah, and
records are never going to die. Yeah, I'm telling you that much.
People still have a culture for the records, a little snap, crackle, and pop that you hear, and the spinning thing. It's just like the younger generation, they never really been exposed to it. Just like the younger generation never really been exposed to a telethon. Before we had the smartphones and everything, we used to do telethons. Live Aid, Farm Aid, Comic Relief. The old school guy, Jerry Lewis, used to do it every year. That used to raise like $200 million a year in that neighborhood. And he did it once a year. Imagine if he had the smartphone. But like I say, it's an old school way of doing things. I'm bringing the old school back with a new flair. Get some younger people involved. We do it on a social media level, live stream, in support of our nonprofit organizations. They love the support. I'm just here to help,
I feel like if smartphones were there back in the day, they would use them far better than we're using them for now.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, the mindset, I don't think... Because, look, back in the day, they were always, like, thinking, like, of new ways to use what they had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything is given now, so they're like...
Everything's convenient now. Everything's built for convenience. And everything's built for convenience. To get that convenience, you got to go through your phone to get it.
Yeah.
And that's why, so now you're tethered to that phone. There's a movie called Surrogate. It has Mr. Bruce Willis in it. It's kind of like this guy built this robot for his daughter who was a paraplegic. Yeah. And she just put her in this little bed, like a tanning bed, put the headgear on, and the little robot, just like a person. She's all gorgeous, beautiful and everything. Then everybody else wanted one, like a smartphone. But the thing is, over time, everybody in the street were the robots, and everybody was in home in their little beds. And so nobody ever really went out. The robots did. Yeah. And so we're coming more robots than
Yeah, that's
people.
true. AI taking over. That's what it is.
Anyway, but like I say, there's an old school flavor. There's old school talent. That raw talent is what I'm looking for. You know, I can get Taylor Swift and I can get Beyonce if I had that kind of money, but there's some good talent out there that's just as good, if not even better. It's probably right next door. They're just looking for a place to shine. And well, here I am.
Yeah.
And not only that, we can take that footage and edit it up and post it for them, put them out there, give them exposure.
When's your next event?
Let's see. We're planning something up here in Denver at your mom's house, Reckless.
Yeah.
Doing a Wreck the Mic. We're gonna plan that on October 1st.
Okay.
So we're gonna do an open mic thing with him. So we're in the works. So we'll be looking out for that. On October 2nd, down in Colorado Springs at the Loft Music Venue, we're having a DJ session. So some DJs are gonna be throwing down. So we'll be live streaming it. Come down. It's free to no cover, but if you want to watch our party down live stream,
Like they live mixing type?
live mixing, yeah, my D's are EDM and some hip hop and stuff. People gonna be dancing,
I gotta make that.
and we're gonna raise a little money for the Karen Share, Crossfire Ministries, Mercy Skates, and Westside Cares in Colorado Springs. So even if you don't live down there, you want to watch it, get something to do on your phone, just make a $5 contribution. Go into bombsquad.com to events, pick your little event, make your $5 contribution. You'll get a link to watch it from any mobile device.
Okay. All right. That's dope. So what made you want to get started with the Bomb Squad? Because I know it took a lot of thought process, a lot of planning. What's the story behind it?
Well, I'm from New Orleans, so
Yeah.
that's why I am the way that I am. But I was displaced out here from Hurricane Katrina in 2005.
Okay.
And so Colorado's cool, but it's not New Orleans. And I'm like, I could do this, and I could do that, we could do this and that. Do you do this here? Do you do that here? No, we don't do that here. That'd be cool if we did. Okay, then I'll do it. But it's a process involved. And if I'm going to do some entertainment things, I might as well do it for a good cause. But I'm new at the charity thing, and that takes time. So I'm just making connections and friends with the larger ones,
Yeah.
And so we work together. It's an old African proverb, it takes a village, If I can get the villagers to round up around some good entertainment and then direct them to our support for our local nonprofits, it's just win-win for everybody, I make a little recognition out of it. I get my nonprofit out there. I can get people getting involved, and once we get involved, we can gain power, and we can do powerful things with that power.
Like-minded people come together, then it's really no limit to what y'all can do.
Exactly. It's like we all drive down the street and we all see that person on the corner. They're everywhere. It wasn't like that when I was younger. When I was younger, there'd be like one or two here, some people with drug addiction, or some people with, alcohol, and I mean, that's life. But now I think it's more than just that.
Yeah.
It's the economy, it's the mental illness, it's the stress of it. It's just a lot, and it's not just a few people. It's like encampments and stuff, and we just get used to it.
Yeah.
And like I say, you're not going to stop in the middle in traffic on the way to work to get out and help somebody.
This one guy told me that he's doing it simply because he's able to. Like, he gets money from his military check, money from his benefits because he had a disability. But he's like, it feels like I'm just able to do it. So he goes and sits out there in the street, spends his money on some drugs and stuff just because he's able to. But I think a lot of people are looking at that and looking like, since I make the money, I'm gonna just take the easy road. And a lot of people, I don't know. A lot of people don't have a real reason to be out there acting like they're bums. Cause I don't know.
Everybody's different.
Some of the people I talk to, I'll be like, why the fuck are you even out here doing that? Like, you don't even need to be doing that. But some people can't get off the couch to even grab a bag of Doritos. That's true.
And then some people are the one that invented Doritos and sell it to everybody else and make $1 billion doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just some people don't care. Some people do care. Some people care enough that they'll give their next paycheck to get someone homeless off the street. And some people care, but it's not my problem.
Yeah, that's true.
So and the people that care, they want to do something, but it's not really my problem, or how do I deal with it? But there are people that deal with it. You just don't know who they are, and they're under the radar, and they work at these rescue missions, but blah, blah, blah. You don't really notice until maybe you feel like donating to them or you're in need of their services.
Yeah, that's true.
But like I say, I care. I'm not getting out of my car to care, but hey, there's these guys over here doing some DJs or some comedy and stuff like that. So I'll help contribute. I'll watch the whatever it is. I'll click on it. It might even be fun. $5. What's the big deal? Make a $5 contribution. For every contribution, $2 get allocated towards production costs. $3 get allocated towards the philanthropy. And it's just win-win. You're helping out the entertainment community. You're helping out the local nonprofits. Just coming together for $5. And what's $5 these days? It's cheaper than buying a $5 football.
People spend $5 on a coffee.
Yeah, but with ours it's cheaper because they don't pay tax. It's just $5. You got to pay some tax with the other stuff. And with this way, you're helping us help the others.
So how has it been working with your team?
I'm a one-man band here, pretty much. But I have some people helping me here and there.
Yeah.
The people that helps me here and there are the people that has got me to this point. I'm picking up speed, which is a good thing. We have a young lady that's going to be performing next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Miss Casey Marie. Incredibly lovely woman, singer, songwriter. She's going to be performing at the Overture Senior Community for our seniors. We're going to be performing live streaming for between 1 and 2 o'clock. She's going to be singing for our seniors, and we're going to be raising some donations to support Food Bank of the Rockies.
Okay.
So September 27th, if you're looking for something to do or just want to contribute, we'd love your contribution. And take a look at Miss Casey Marie. You'd be very impressed.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Because, I'm not going to lie, doing what you do, I bet it would involve a team with good communication. I'm trying to get one myself, so.
Yeah, it's
You got any advice for somebody looking for a team?
You know, I can't really give advice to what I do because a lot of what I do is kind of reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
And it's, if I was like, I'm going to start a hamburger chain. I can Google that. What are the blueprints? How can I start this? Everybody's started a hamburger chain.
Yeah.
But I'm building an online telethon. The thing is, older people know what a telethon is. The younger people really don't know what it is because they don't do it anymore. So I'm trying to recreate something old into something new that's no one really done before. So everything I do is kind of the first man on the moon.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
So it's like I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll find out when we get there.
That's interesting. I have a brand. It's called, my brand is New Effort Every Day. That's my slogan. It's NEED. The acronym for it is New Effort Every Day.
Mm-hmm.
And very interesting. What's your new effort every day?
I kind of follow like great people.
Yeah.
Just I have a saying that I take from a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Miss Gertrude Bell. Most people never heard of Miss Gertrude Bell. Miss Gertrude Bell, and the history right. I don't live over there. It's in the Middle East. She's kind of considered the mother of Iraq.
Okay.
Yeah, and usually over Iraq, they usually put the men over the women over there, but she's the mother of Iraq. They have a memorial for her in Iraq, and it's like the Lincoln Memorial. The thing is, you would assume she's a Middle Eastern lady. No, she's a white lady, British lady, Great Britain. Yeah, Lady Gertrude Bell. She was one of the first women to graduate from Oxford, climbed the Himalayas. She was an explorer, adventurer, all kind of stuff. And she did all this stuff in the Middle East, and she kind of helped get Iraq and all that. She did a lot of stuff, but she always had a saying: great achievements are rarely achieved without great risk. So
that's cold. Hold up, that's cold.
Yeah,
great achievements are
rarely achieved without
achieved
great risk. So
without
you like
great
Elon
risk.
Musk, he shoots his space rockets up there. He's
That's
making
cool.
all that money with the government contracts. But the first one blew up, and that first one wasn't cheap, and he lost a lot of money to it. Then he built the second one, and a third one. He blew up, losing money. But if I get that rocket up there, I'm the only one shooting the rockets up there, and I'm the only one getting them government contracts.
Yeah.
And now but it took a lot of risks, but he's got it up there. And now here we are, look where he's at.
Yeah.
I can go down the list of successful people, but sometimes, I don't know, I want to risk the money. I don't want to risk my time. Sometimes great achievements are going to take great risks, great sacrifice, and
That's cool.
when I do these things and it doesn't pan out, I learn from the mistakes. Didn't work this time, but some things did. Let's keep the things that did, build on the things, build on it, and repair the things that didn't. How do we take it to the next level? Don't let failure get you down. It's just a stepping stone to success,
That's cool. Well, let me have you one more time. Shout out where we could find you and what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, do your
I
shout outs.
am Mike Lamb, thebombsquad.com, DUH, bombsquad.com. We have created an online telethon called Pandemonium. We're going to do a variety of different shows, different entertainments, in support of some various nonprofits. Nonprofits will be going through our a service called Operation Food Drop, and eventually we're going to be doing some services supporting the St. Jude Foundation. Have to help the kids, but it can't come together without your support and your contribution. So if you'd like to help us out, contribute, please do. In return, you can get a link to watch any of our entertainment shows from any mobile device. We'd love to have you. And just follow us, see what's coming down the road. Check it out.
That's the Coffee First podcast. Tap in, podcast for creators, by creators. We out.
Put your head on my